Alright guys, so today I'm gonna be talking about an anime that has gone under the radar that I feel like a lot of people aren't talking about, but the reviews are actually really good. I went on my anime list and it has a pretty good rating. People are saying positive things, and that includes me as well, because I actually just stumbled upon it by random and then watched the first episode. The first episode was really good. If you don't know what I'm talking about Sword of the Demon Hunter. Now that name kind of sounds like Demon Slayer, and it even has a sword, you know, Slayer, sword, Demon Hunter. It kind of sounds similar, and I'm not gonna lie, it does have some similarities. It's two completely different animes, but it does have some similarities, which I'm gonna get to. But first, I just want to say that it's disappointing that this doesn't really have, you know, that much attention on it upon release. And I know exactly the reason why, and that's because it didn't release on Crunchyroll. Now, if you guys don't know, Crunchyroll basically has a monopoly on the anime industry right now ever since it merged with Funimation, because those were the two platforms that mainly released anime legally. That is, was Funimation and Crunchyroll, and then Sony, which was, you know, which owned Crunchyroll, bought out Funimation, and then they became one. So now basically every single new popular anime that comes out comes out in Crunchyroll. But if it doesn't come out on Crunchyroll, there is another place that they usually come out, and that's, I believe it's pronounced High Dive, which is part of Prime Video, but it's like a separate subscription. So it's even harder to watch because it is a separate subscription. So basically, every single anime that gets released from there, don't get me wrong, it doesn't have as good as titles as Crunchyroll does, but every now and then there's a really good one that comes out on High Dive, and basically nobody hears about it because it's not as popular of a platform as, let's say, Crunchyroll. So that's really part of it. I'm kind of a bit, you know, it's a bit of a bummer that it doesn't have that much attention. But with that being said, that's the point of making a video like this, is to let people know about why Sword of a Demon Hunter is a legitimately good anime and why it's underrated. The first thing I noticed about this anime is that the first episode was 50 minutes long. When I noticed, I'm like, 50 minutes long? That is actually a good sign, because the fact that you have a 50-minute long first episode, only a few animes have the privilege to actually put that together. It means it has a very interesting prelog to the rest of the series, and boy, let me tell you, did it have something like that. So before I talk about the episode or episodes, because I'm probably going to talk about the first two episodes, because those are really the only that I've watched so far. Right now, as of making of this video, I believe there are 7 episodes out, but I'm only going to talk about the first 2, which is the one. But I can already tell that it's going to be pretty good, and also by the reviews as well. The rest of the episodes will be pretty good, but I'm not going to spoil everything or major plot points, but I will be spoiling some few plot points from the first 2 episodes. So the first 20 minutes of this of the first episode was very calm, super chill. People were like, you know, there's stuff going on, there's introductions, but everything was calm, too calm. And that gets back to the comparison of Demon Slayer that I was talking about earlier. Because whenever you see a show like that, take its time, everything really like neat, everything really like too nice. What was that other anime that was similar to that? Vinland Saga had this as well, where everything is just too nice. You know something bad is going to happen, or at least a character is going to die. something really bad is going to happen, because it's basically just setting it up. It's making you like these characters, or it's at least showing you, hey, this main character is really attached to these people, just so later when they kill them off or something, it really stings. Like, it really feels like it's good writing. Like, you feel like, okay, now he has, you know, this reasoning as to the rest of the series. And if you remember how Demon Slayer's first episode was, if you watch that and what happened, I can't get into the exact details of or reasonings, but let's just say something of similar sorts does happen, and the main character does lose someone very important to him, or people that are important to him, and then it basically sets off the entire series. And it is written really well. It definitely is. So that's pretty much it. There is one other thing I should mention about Genta, because he is the main character. Let's just say I like OP. I like strong, powerful main characters, and Genta definitely is that. The only thing that concerned me was that basically he was a regular human, at least at the start of the series. This is gonna be a minor spoiler, by the way, but basically Genta, something happens in the first episode, and then he becomes half demon. So not only is he really good with the sword and, you know, can fight pretty well, but he also has this what's the word I'm looking for, trump card, that he is half demon, and he does bring it out, you know, whenever things get tough. So that is a really good aspect of Genta, the main character, that I like. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Remember to like, subscribe. Thanks for watching.